let's talk about the economic relationship, because the world we live in is driven by economics.
Yeah.
And so what is the extent of trade that exists between Italy and Pakistan these days?
Let me quote the figures for last fiscal year. The trade balance, the trade ratio, trade volumes amounted to $1.5 million.
1.5 billion.
Yeah.
US dollars.
Yeah, US dollars, yes.
And what do you think is the potential of trade that we can take it to?
The potential is huge. We are working on that. Just let me mention that in a couple of weeks or 10 days from now, we have the visit to Islamabad of the Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs. He will be accompanied by a large business delegation as a sign of the great interest the Italian business community has for the Pakistani market.
And currently, what is the item which is sort of traded the most? What is usually, I mean, is it this trade volume that you've given? Is it mostly exports from Pakistan, or is it like imports into Pakistan?
I would say it's very well balanced. Last year, it was slightly, the balance was slightly in favor of Italy. The previous year, 2011, slightly in favor of Pakistan, which means it's
it's sort of a balanced relationship.
So Pakistan is exporting to Italy primarily textile and leather products. Italy is importing metal products, machinery, and equipments.
I mean, you also mentioned this chamber of commerce that you've set up. Is it a chamber already, or you said it's going to be upgraded into a chamber?
It will be upgraded into the chamber, provided that this IDC, Italian Development Committee,
which is based in Lahore,
which is a Karachi-based organization with a Lahore chapter, the one that I inaugurated yesterday. And the idea was, when the IDC was created 4 years ago, to transform it into a chamber of commerce, an Italian chamber of commerce in Pakistan. So we've been working extensively on the process. The final decision is expected for mid-December, so in
And how long has the Karachi chapter been operational for?
4 years.
4 years?
4 years, yes.
And the Lahore has just been set up. Is it mostly Italians who are operating, or do you have some local partners involved in that?
They are primarily Pakistanis, very few Italians, but encompasses, the IDC involves both Italian companies and Italy-related Pakistani companies having
who are exporting to
trading, trading activities with Italy.
And the objective of this chamber is to sort of facilitate and increase
it's
this.
A platform. It's a platform to facilitate. It's a
what targets have they set for themselves? They want to increase the trade volume, take it from 1.5 billion to.
Yes, absolutely. It's the targets to facilitate volumes, to bring people together, to bring companies together, business cultures closer to each other, and facilitate an increase in trade volumes.
And we also see involvement of Italian companies in oil and gas exploration in Pakistan.
Yes.
And what do you think is preventing us from tapping our energy potential? Like, what will this company achieve?
So first of all, let me mention that the ENI, which is state-owned.
That's a state-owned company.
Yeah. Let's say the state has the majority of the shares. Is the major oil and gas company, foreign company in Pakistan. So we have it is our largest investment in Pakistan, because we're very much not only in terms of trade volumes, but even investments in Pakistan.
And have they been able to achieve success in what they're doing?
Absolutely. They have, I think they cover 12% of the gas demand in Pakistan. They have quite a few licenses, and I mean, they're here with satisfaction.
Excellency, recently we also saw that the Punjab government signed some MOUs with some European countries, including Italy, in energy sector.
Yes, but on renewable energies.
On solar-based mainly.
Solar mainly. Exactly, with an Italian company called Lightner.
But from these MOUs, I mean, we've seen in the past in Pakistan that many MOUs were signed, but nothing came out of them. What is the effect? What is the status of implementation on that MOU?
Well, actually, it was signed a couple of weeks ago. But they are serious in extending their activity in Pakistan and for Pakistan.
But do you think this will materialize into something concrete?
I think so.
And the government is facilitating them?
Absolutely,
do you think the government is receptive to?
It is between the provincial government.
Yes.
So Punjab.
And was signed in Lahore, that MOU?
In Lahore,
In
Lahore, yes.
Because with the other MOUs, we've seen nothing has sort of come out of them. So we are very pessimistic and skeptical about these MOUs.
I think the first one with an Italian company. I have no ideas about the others, no knowledge.
Okay, so let's talk about Italian designers. They're very famous world over, and they have a big following here in Pakistan. But why have you not been able to bring them to Pakistan as yet?
Well, even in this fashion and design, we're working on that to create a stronger links between your national school for fashion.
The Pakistan School of Fashion Design.
Yes, in Lahore. And the outfits in Milan. So creating a links, creating a better cooperation, better interactions between these two important realities.
But you see here, the dressing is also very much influenced by Western designs now.
Yeah.
Even our local clothing is sort of, the cuts and the design are now based on Western styles.
Yeah.
So why don't you bring them to showcase their collections here, or get them to come and do a show here in Pakistan?
Again, this is a proposal that we have put forward. Of course, we are talking about private outfits. We cannot, of course, force them to come.
But you can encourage them to come.
We are encouraging them to come, yes.
Because I mean, when we travel to India, which is we can say it's a bigger market, but we see they have outlets. They have their official outlets. All of these designers there, but there's nothing like that in Pakistan. Mm-hmm. Isn't that, as an ambassador, isn't that part of your job description, to sort of promote Italian businesses here?
Absolutely. And I'm proud to say that with some success until now. Probably it's not I don't deserve any credit for that, but for sure, so Pakistan deserves
but this is on your list of things to do.
Absolutely. But we see that there is an increasing presence of Italian companies, even in areas until now unseen for the Italian businesses, which is like a clear sign that Pakistan is attracting more and more attention.
Okay, Excellency, let's talk about some educational side of the relationship between Italy and Pakistan. Are there any education-related activities being undertaken by the embassy here?
Not directly by the embassy, but that the embassy is promoting and facilitating, first of all, the cooperation between universities, which is not only exchange of students, but even joint research projects with a strong interaction between research, between academia, and the economy, because we're considering that research, innovation, is key for the development, for the growth of an economy. This is the case with Pakistan. Of course, it's the case for Italy as well. Of course, for every country, and we are promoting a structured cooperation between university. A week ago, or less than a week ago, at the beginning of this week, a memorandum of understanding,
once again an MOU,
but a serious one, because they have already started.
This one's a serious one then, but you didn't say a serious one on the other MOU.
No, just to be on the safe side, because they have already started working. So it was an arrival point because they still had relations, but now they have a much more structured relations.
This MOU was signed between
ComSats,
okay,
and University of Camerino, where there is a large presence of Pakistani students. And the idea came out of two Pakistani professors at ComSats who had studied at ComSats, went to Camerino for their PhD, came back to the university here in Islamabad, became professors, and had the idea to
promote and sort of
promote better
no, but
cooperation.
But this, I mean, the students from here are going to Italy. But is the teaching mode of instruction, is it English there or
English?
English,
Absolutely. It's not in Italian. So we have this year, this year we have 500 Pakistani students in Italian universities.
Really, 500? That's a decent number.
It's a decent number, but it's more than double than last year.
So
yeah. And I've been in touch, I've been talking to many rectors in Italy, and they're all very, very happy having Pakistani students, especially in the science and technology areas, because they are highly qualified, and that speaks for the educational system in this country, of course.
No, and do the Italian universities give scholarships also? Does the government of Italy give scholarships?
Some do. Primarily are the universities who are offering scholarships, or of course they can simply apply for enrollment and become accepted. There is an admission test, and once the test is passed, they can study in the.
But is it a one-way relationship? Are students only from here going to Italy, or are some Italian students also here as part of this exchange program? I mean, if it's an exchange program,
exactly.
Then
well. Until now was very much an exchange of professors.
Okay.
Many professors came, or some professors came to Pakistan to teach as visiting professors or guest professors in Pakistani universities. As for the students, it's more a one-way street, but I'm very confident.
But why is that, you think? Is it because the perception of Pakistan, as we've discussed, maybe that they feel it's a very insecure country?
Let me say that, sure, the law and order situation is discouraging people to come here, but I'm quite confident that was what we have been talking with the two rectors, Kamsas and Camerino, the beginning of this week, just to bring some Italian students to Pakistan. So to have just a how can I say, a two-way street,
to make it more exchange program.
Absolutely.